Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. And remember, no matter who you are valid. Definitely a thumbs up. Hokey smokes. I have not done much since yesterday, but I have a story to tell, and I'm not really happy with what's going on in the story. Starting on Friday night, I believe it was, Friday or Thursday? I can't remember which day exactly. No, it was Friday because I saw my doctor on that day. I started a new blood pressure medication that night. Now, the side effects list is pretty grim, pretty dire, but normal. Anything you take into your body will affect you, sometimes exceptionally negatively, sometimes exceptionally positively. People die from taking really minor things that wouldn't hurt anyone else, and other people do really well for stuff that knocks other people to the grave. It's individual chemistry. You never can tell what's going to happen, but the list of side effects is pretty nasty. I've been kind of looking forward, well, as in trying to keep my eye open, because I've suffered from anorexia once. I really, as much as I joked about it yesterday, I do not want to go through anorexia again. So I've been keeping my eyes out for that. I have also, every morning now, woke up early and just bang, ready to go. If I wake up at 6 o'clock, at 6:35, I am fully dressed and ready to go outside and do stuff. Whereas normally, if I woke up at 6, it would be about 7:30 before I would be normally done. Because I'm taking my time because I hurt and such. But I am filled with energy to the point that I'm manic. I am manic. And I really don't like that. I mean, I don't mind having energy. I don't mind being awake, but I am manic, ready to just jump up and build a building, while at the same time, not. Because while I have that great energy, it's also extremely easy to just sit. And then the time doesn't just, I mean, I'm normally time blind, but the time just goes, whoa, even faster. And then 6 hours afterward, I crash. I woke up 6 hours after I fell asleep 6 hours after I woke up this morning. Every day since I started taking this med, I have been manic for 6 hours after awakening, and then I've crashed about 6 hours after that. Now, it wouldn't be so bad, but yesterday, I was getting so loud with my sister on the phone that my neighbor went and came out and said, "Look, I'm trying to sleep. Can you not be so loud?" And then this morning, my sister hung up on me. I have gotten easier to get frustrated. I am louder, and it's very unpleasant. I have strict personal boundaries, not just for what people can do in my direction. It's only a small, but how I act with other people. Throughout my life, having watched how other people act and seeing, I don't like that, I don't like that, I really don't like that, I have said, I don't want to do these things. So it's part of my personal, subconscious checklist. And then I set up my fence for, the metaphorical fence for, this is the way I act. I'm going to stop these bad behaviors so that they don't affect other people. For that first 6 hours, that fence it's about 10 or 12 feet moved out. It's become big holes in the fence. My personal boundaries fall, and I step on metaphorical toes, and I do not like that. So, as much as my sister has hung up on me for being on the phone, as much as we have done all these things, she's not dealing with me. She's dealing with me being affected by meds. It is just accelerated and made much stronger all of those habits that could be bad if you add manic to them. And it's become a process. I didn't know it was going to be a process until today when my sister hung up on me, and she didn't know that she was going to be involved in this process until I told her, oh, I just discovered this is a process. So I just told her on the phone, if you need to tomorrow, let me know if I'm getting manic up to the point of just hang up on me again. Just do that, because otherwise I'm not going to know. We are now working on trying to figure out how the meds are changing me and how I can take the meds differently to dampen those effects. I am going to talk to my doctor, because I do take gabapentin for nerve pain, and then I take a handful of over-the-counter painkillers. Like every morning, I take aspirin and Tylenol and ibuprofen on top of like garlic, and then I take, what was some other stuff? Then my ADHD meds of the Wellbutrin and the guanfacine, and then so I take a handful of over-the-counter stuff, and then I've got just the gabapentin, and then the Wellbutrin and the guanfacine, and then this new med, losartan. And it's interacting with something to make me manic for 6 hours, and then I crash. So, thumbs up. Life is life, though. And then, of course, I just watched the video about the Epic Mega Game. Well, it's not Epic Mega Games anymore. The Epic Store, and how much people who are PC gamers really hate it, and how it's really failing. And I'm really glad. I mean, Tencent apparently is putting a whole bunch of money into it as well. So, and Tim Sweeney, the guy that's behind it all, is mega rich, so it doesn't matter if they lose money. He can lose money on it forever, and it wouldn't matter one bit. He could lose more money than we make in a year. He could lose more money than we make in a lifetime, and he would make it back in less than half a day. So small change losses aren't gonna hurt him. But I remember when Epic Mega Games way back when was just, they were pumping out shareware. Games like Jazz Jackrabbit. I waited for games like Jazz Jackrabbit to come out so I could play them on my PC, and then it was games like that, and then they were able to take off. Thumbs up. And then these are flashing behind me, but because they run on batteries, I have a bunch of rechargeables, but I've got them set so that they only run for like the first 6 hours after I turn them on, and then they'll shut off on a timer, and then I just turn off, and then wait until like at night, so they don't flash all the time now. Batteries are expensive, rechargeables, so, and it takes 3 AA's to get that going. And I like it though. I really like having that colorful light back there. It does positive things for my emotional stability. So thumbs up on that. But past that, like I say, nothing has really happened. I am normally time blind, but I am much more time blind on this med than even before. If I'm not actively up and doing something, time is just what? Just big gray periods where I don't know what happened. I was sitting here at my computer doing something. So, yay on that. I do want to be active. As soon as it stops raining and such, there's plenty of things I want to go out and make videos about. I still want to drag my tablet over to the cemetery, because I don't even think I've been to the cemetery in town here, and I want to record the cemetery for people. Not because it's a cemetery, I mean, it's just another boneyard, but it's, people put, emotional attachments on these things, so I want to go take a look at it. Yay, so I can go walk atop a vast collection of human corpses. But then that's what the whole world is. Topsoil is basically made out of dead things. It took a long time before we got topsoil on the planet. And we only have like an average of 6 inches of topsoil. But topsoil is like organic matter, and organic matter is stuff like us. And it took a very long time for enough of us to fall down and rot before we gathered up over on the surface of the earth. Yay. Of course, that's not the entire thing, but yay. Anyway, though, I don't think I'm going to be able to record anything today, but I want to do the reading and playing of the Fabled Lands things. I still have the Mike Lambo books. I've got all the board games that I have ordered and that are sitting here. I get them out. I got 98% of the way into getting an actual two-person solo game. You play a two-person variant for the solo game because you can have 1 to 4 players, and so there's the solo variant. I had it 98% set up, but with my executive dysfunction and all the pieces and the time it takes to set up, I ran out of the energy to be able to play it by the time I got it set up. One of the dangers of the lots of fiddly parts games. Solo RPGs like Note Quest and Note Quest Expanded World are easy. It takes like literally 30 seconds to make up a character, flip open the book, and you are there playing instantly. Grand total, you can take less than a minute and you are going and playing the game. Things like Age of Galaxy with all the fiddly little parts, for a solo person especially, it can be 5-10 minutes just to set up the game to play. So, yay. And Bag of Dungeon. I still want to play Bag of Dungeon for the channel, as well as bunches of other stuff. So yay, play them for me and play them for the channel as well. Plus, of course, all of the creative stuff that I'm thinking about and that I occasionally toss out. Like, I can't remember if I talked about the cosmic horrors of the settings and such yesterday, but so for every one of my Patreon patrons, thank you so very much. This old fella here has been going through some very hard times, but unfortunately, if you live in the United States, for someone that's in my situation, older and disabled, this is unfortunately not an uncommon situation. Homelessness especially is really growing in the United States, and it is a big problem. As I was talking about with my sister, there's places in cities in Utah where she lives where businesses have had to move because of the homeless people making a mess, and no one wants to go to the stores, so the store's losing money, so they have to leave. But of course they have found out that if you house the homeless and give them a basic income so that they have a place to live, can take care of themselves, and are spending this money on the actual economy and the neighborhood, you know what happens? The people do better, and the economy does better, and the neighborhoods do better, and it is generally almost a 100% improvement for everyone above the board, and it doesn't take much money. Which is why here in the United States we spend about 10 to 15 times that amount to criminalize and punish homeless people for being homeless, because especially here in the United States, we hate poor people. But we punish people for being poor and then wonder why the problem hasn't gone away. When you can spend $20,000 to make the problem go away and make everyone happier, or you can spend $200,000 and wonder why you're having to put up all the brutal architecture and all the businesses are leaving, and all these homeless people just don't have anywhere to stay amidst all the empty buildings that are being bought up by the rental. Anyway, though, rant over. So, everyone who's left me a comment, thumbs up and thank you. It is appreciated. I've got, the lights just flicked off. They hit the 6-hour timer. I appreciate every comment, even though I can't answer as many as I would like. I've been hurting more today than I have before. And it's not not the end of the world. Just yesterday I was waving my arms around like I just don't care. I can still do that. It's just I'm much more aware of it and going, oh, because it's a sparking. Yay. So I'm going to take it easy today. I'm going to play games. I'm going to go for walkies. I still have to get out there. It's raining and wet, so thumbs up. Hopefully you can do what you would like to do. But if none of us can do that, that's okay. Survival is important. Live to fight another day. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very good thing. I think it was Chris /Horror Files / a whole bunch of other names that have... This individual enjoys changing their name more than I like to take breaths during a day. But they were calling it hand dancing for the way that I wave my arms in the air and talk with my hands. So that works. Anyway though, you take care. I'll talk to you later. Life is life.